Hi everyone, good evening and good day. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're watching me from. Greeting you according to your time zone. My name is Chris, and this is ANC Candles and Car Air Fresheners. Okay, today is the day I will start scenting this or putting fragrance oils in this primed and coated um, cardstocks that has been resting and drying after being coated with my base solution. Okay, so today will be the day I'll be doing them. So these ones will be the first 100 that I'll be making. So they are all here. Let me show you guys. Right there. These are the first 100 and I'll start scenting them or putting fragrance to them today. Well, before we begin, I just want to show you guys the difference that has happened already. So here is the cardstock that has no coating or no priming or prepping whatsoever. So this is how it will come, to me, right? All right, so now my job is to put fragrance oil in this and to make this cardstock into a car air freshener. All right, so I have done the pre-coding and everything like I said. So right now, look how it is, all right? Before the coding, after the coding, okay? So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. It's fully dried. Just cleaning some of the debris that is there from the coding, okay? All right, so you guys can see the difference, all right? Totally different, right? Okay, now I'm gonna weigh them so you guys can see before, like how much they weigh before and after prepping them and coating them with my base solution. All right, so now let's weigh them. Let me turn this on. This one is the card that has no coating solution whatsoever. Okay, let's weigh this and see how much it weighs. So we're looking at 40. So it might range between 35 to 40 ounce. Okay, so right now is staying at 40 ounce, right? So that's a 3N. So that's why it weighs 40 ounce. All right, let's zero this, do it again. You can see that still weighs 40 ounce. Make sure you guys can see this. All right, let's take this one out. And this one is the one with my base solution that has been coated. Okay, all right, so that is 50. So this range between I would say 50 to 55, but right now it's showing 50. Let me weigh another one that has been coated. All right, so you can see, so between 50 and 55, that's where it weighs. And as soon as I finish putting the fragrance in them, I'm going to weigh them again, and you guys can see that the difference actually between before putting my base on them and after putting my base on them and after fragrancing them. Okay, all right, let's get into fragrancing these car air fresheners. Okay, you guys can see the difference in their weight. So now I'm going to show you guys how I fragrance this. The method I use to fragrancing this or adding fragrance to this has not changed when it comes to soaking them in. That hasn't changed. The only thing I change is just the process of mixing DPG with the fragrance oil, which I don't do right now. I am just using my base that has been mixed with DPG already with other solutions. So the next thing I'm going to do is just put fragrance oil straight directly into them. Okay, and we'll go from there. So I wanted to show you guys this. So here is the one I'm fulfilling today from a store here in my city. Okay, so these are what I'll be making today. I'll be making 300 car air fresheners between now and the middle of October, because three different stores ordered 100 each. Okay, so I got my work cut out for me. So it's gonna be a busy week ahead. All right, guys. So let's jump into it. I already put like the names on the container so I don't get things mixed up. So now I'm gonna separate them based on what they order. So the first one is fireside. Okay, so that's what they want, fireside, and they want five of that. So I'm gonna take five of this, and I'll look for fireside. And here is fireside. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that. Okay, it's empty, right? I'm gonna put in. Okay, all right. The next one is mistletoe, and they want five of that. So grab another five. Excuse me. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, and I'm gonna look for mistletoe. Here it is, mistletoe. Right. Just gonna throw it in there, and I'm gonna go on and do the rest of them. Then I'll be back. Okay. Okay, and the last one is pumpkin souffle, and that's 10. Okay, and they go in the bucket of pumpkin souffle right there. All right, so it's time now to measure and start adding fragrance to them. Now, the last time or the previous time I add fragrance to my um, cardstock, I use the ratio based on the strength of the fragrance oil. I use a ratio of 1 to 1 with uh, fragrance oil and DPG. But since I've already added DPG with my base solution, so I don't need to do that 1 to 1 ratio anymore. Okay, I've already done the calculation based on that to prime this, and they are all primed the way I like them and the way I've used them in my test. Okay, so I know that they're going to work the way I want them to work. But now I'm going to add the fragrance, and the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to use 1 ounce, okay, per 10 cardstock. All right, so that will be 1 ounce per 10 cardstocks. All right, let's go. Well, I'm going to start with the blue spruce, okay, and this is it, and this is just 5 in it. So like I said, I'll be using, I'm talking low because it's nighttime and my boy is sleeping and I don't want to wake him up. All right, so this is the blue spruce we'll be using from the flaming candle. All right, and like I said, sorry, 1 ounce to 10 cardstock. So in this part of it, I will be using half of an ounce. Okay, so this is 1 ounce bottle. Okay, that's 1 ounce, and I have 5 in here. But I said I need to use 1 ounce per 10 cardstocks. Okay, so I'm going to be using half of this for 5. All right, so I'm going to measure half of an ounce. Okay, let's zero this and just pour. Almost there. I need 0.5. Here we go. So that's 0.5. All right. This smells really strong. Okay, I don't need to mix it with anything right now because my base already took care of that. Right there. See, there's nothing in there apart from the cardstock. No solution in there. So I'm going to add this in now. Okay, let me make sure you guys can see this. It's just 5 in here. That's it. You see it. I see some of the solution in there, the fragrance. Well, the fragrance oil is still in there, but it's going to soak everything in. Okay, everything will be soaked up. Okay, just going to move it around a little bit. This is really strong, this blue spruce. For those of you who love the holiday Christmas fragrance oil, you should get this. Really strong from the flaming candles. Okay, one more time, I'll show you guys. Move this so you guys can see the oil in it. You guys can see the oil in there, right there, right? See the oil? All right, so I'm gonna leave it in there. Oh, I love the smell. All right, let's cover this. Tomorrow morning I will be looking at it, checking them out. They'll be dry by then. All right, dry my hands off. Okay, the next one we'll be doing is, let's see, the paper. Let's go by the paper so I can just cross them out. And this spruce is done. All right, so let's go for mistletoe. There's a mistletoe right here. Okay, right there. All right, and you have another 5 in here. Okay. All right, let me clean this up. Okay, it's cleaned up. I'm going to measure another 0.5 ounce of mistletoe. And this one is from the Lone Star. Okay, these guys have been around. They've been one of the OGs of candle supplies. Okay, so I've been around. So this is the mistletoe. Yeah, smells really good too. So I need 0.5. There we go, 0.5, half an ounce. Okay, so I'm gonna take this once again, move this here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Take this once again, and I'm just gonna put it in the mistletoe cards, 5 of them. Again, you guys can see that. All right. Just give it a little bit of a move around. Let's do pumpkin souffle. Okay, this one has 10 in it. All right, this one is pumpkin souffle from the flaming candles as well. All right, we're gonna measure 1 ounce because we have 10 cardstocks. All right, show you guys here what I'm doing. Okay, that's 1 ounce. All right, and we have 10 cardstocks in here. Okay, gonna just pour them in. Okay, see that in there? Let me move this so you guys can see the oils. I don't want to pour the oil out. Okay, right there. Can see it? Yeah. All right. Oh, this smells really good. Tells you the holidays are coming. All right, guys. So the rest of them I'm gonna make off camera. Then I'm gonna, because it's just gonna be the same process I just showed you guys. So I'm gonna come back when I'm all done, and we'll talk more about what's next. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm completely done. I've put all of them in their um, individual bucket or bin, and I'm gonna just let them stay overnight. It's already almost 10 o'clock here, so I'm gonna just leave them to absorb overnight. And tomorrow when I get back from work, I'm gonna just start packaging them and putting them in their respective fragrance name. Okay. I'm looking at this fireside, and you can see that it's almost dry. There's nothing in there, but I'm not going to do anything tonight. I'm not going to be packaging them tonight. I'll be doing that the next day, and the next day will be for me the next day. The next day for you will be a few seconds from now. Okay, so just going to be a continuation of that. And this is all I've been able to do today. So the first 100 car air freshener is now absorbing, and I'm going to allow them to dry and let the process just do its thing. Okay. Like I said before, I started this new base solution that I'm using, and the process is so different. And like I said, might be tedious at first. Anything new or any change that you implement in your workstation or in your business could be confusing at first, could be tasking at first, but as soon as you get into the groove by doing it again and again, it becomes second nature to you. So I believe this will be to be easier as I keep doing it. Like I said, it's 100%, actually 150%. That was what I used. 150% worth the effort. Okay, nothing good comes easy. I am so pleased. I am so happy with the result I'm getting now with this new process I'm using. Again, the first step is just sorting them out, making sure there is no damages or anything. Then the next step is prepping them and coating them with the base solution that I created. And I'm so happy with this base solution. The base solution is the part whereby it could be tedious because you got to really dig in and really massage these cardstocks. You can tell these cardstocks, they go through a lot, but because they are durable, because they are top and high quality cardstocks, I am not afraid of taking them to the ringers. Okay. And after everything, I put them to dry after going through the coating and the prepping stage. I let them dry overnight. If I did it maybe in the morning, maybe towards, in the evening time, I will start, getting them ready for the final stage, which is that is putting fragrance in them. Okay. But because the day I did it was at night time towards like 7 o'clock. So I decided to just, stay and let it be overnight because I had to go do other stuff. But the process is working for me, and I'm enjoying that in my car, like I said. And there's a big difference I'm seeing. And again, this is not just a car air freshener. This is not just to fragrance your car or your space. It also serves as odor eliminator. Okay, so that's what I'm so happy about. That's why I allow it to go through the first stage of coating. Okay, and then as you put the fragrance oil in, then now the fibers of the cardstock has been opened already, and they are ready to receive the fragrance oil. As soon as they get in there, they lock them in. Okay, and then after some hours of drying and absorbing, then they are ready to go, and you put them in your car or in your space, wherever you want to put it, and you will see the difference. Okay, so I'm very happy about this, and this is what I will be sending to my store owners. Okay, so the retail stores, and they will see the difference. Maybe hear from their customers how different this car air freshener is. I'm really excited about this. Really happy with this. Again, I've not concluded on what I'm going to do with sharing that knowledge or that information. I know it's weird for me to hold stuff like that, but my wife kept saying that's your trade secret. And that's true. I have to realize that there's certain things that I have to keep, as my trade secret. But again, I feel obligated to the people who are part of the program, the startup program for car air freshener. I feel obligated to giving them that. Okay. And again, if I gave the people who are part of the program, then I will feel bad for people who are not part of the program. Then I'm giving everybody all the stuff. So I don't know. Maybe if I think about it more and see what I can do best to serve everyone, then I'll let you guys know. But for now, I'm really excited about it. That's all I can say. It's just changing the game for me. And also, I'm still learning. I'm still doing more research. I'm still playing around with different formulas, and I'm still playing around different ways to improve my craft. I'm still digging in there. I'm still burning the midnight candle, searching, researching. For some of you who contact me, in the midnight and stuff, I'm still up. I'm still doing stuff, but now I'm trying to take it slow. Okay, all right. I try to take it slow, but I'm really happy that after weeks of trying this base, it's paying off. All right, guys. I want to just talk to you guys about that. I'll see you guys in the next stage. All right, that will be for me tomorrow, but again, like I said, to be for you few seconds. Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. To you guys, this is just a few seconds. To me, this has been like probably 12 hours or so. So I went to work and I came back, and now I'm going to look at the cardstocks and see how they are right now. Okay, so first of all, let's look at the fire side. Okay, the fire side is 5 of them in there. Oh my God, look. Totally dried. See that? Totally dried. All right. And they smell really good. Oh, smells like fireplace. Okay. These are ready to be put in the packaging and ready to go. All right. So let's check the one that has 10 in it. So let's get to the pumpkin apple butter. Okay, pumpkin apple butter. Again, totally dry, soaked. So that tells you that the ratio I'm using and the new process I'm using, it's really working fine with this. So the ratio of 1 ounce to 10 pieces of cardstock absorbs really good, and the ratio of half an ounce to 5 pieces of cardstock also shows that it's working well. All right, now let's do the weigh test. Let's weigh this stuff and see how much they weigh. Okay, see this one, like I showed you guys the previous video. This one, has no scent, has no fragrance, has no coating or priming or prepping whatsoever. This is just cardstock. Okay, so this one is void of anything. All right, so let's turn this on. All right, I don't know if you guys can see this clearly. Okay, I'm going to zero this, and I'm going to put this cardstock on it. So right now we're looking at the same thing, 40.40 ounce. Okay, so 0.40 ounce. That's what it weighs. Okay. Now I'm going to put this. So this one is the one without anything. You can see the difference. So I'm going to put this on. Now that's 65 ounce. That tells you that some fragrance oil, some priming or coating has been done on this. Okay, so that's what I have. Okay, let's try the Christmas wreath and see if it's going to come up to the same 65 ounce. All right, again 65 ounce, so 60 to 65 ounce. All right, so that's where it is right now. All right, let me switch you guys. So guys, that's what we have right now, and I'm very pleased with the weight. I'm really pleased with the absorption as usual, and I'm really pleased with the quality that is maintained. Okay, there is no discoloration whatsoever of the logo, right? I put this cardstock through the ringer. I put it through a lot. Okay, I will not be able to try this in like regular felt or one of those other cardstocks. I won't be able to do that because it would just disintegrate. It would just get destroyed in the process that I put this thing through. Okay, so I'm really pleased about this. So now I'm going to start putting them in their packaging, sealing them, putting ropes in them and all of that, which you guys have already seen me do plenty of times. Okay, and so this customer or this retail store owner will be getting their products by the end of this week. Okay, so I'll be making sure they get their product by the end of this week, and I'll be making another batch of 100 for the other store. Okay, and I'll walk you guys through the same process again if you guys want to see that. But again, it's going to be the same thing. All right, so let's get going, wrapping this and packing these things up. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you what I'm using for this. For those who are joining me for the first time or seeing my videos for the first time, I'll be using the strings, right? I have tons of these strings, all right? Be using them. You can see them, right? They're very elastic. So I'll be using them, and I'll be putting them in a plastic bag, right? And also I'll be putting them in my cards. All right, they'll be in their custom cards. So this is mistletoe, this is nutmeg and spice, right? All right, so I'll be making these ones first, and this is gingerbread. All right, I have 14 different designs of the packaging with their unique fragrance name printed on them. Okay, let's start with the nutmeg and spice. All right, let's go with that. Okay. Oh, this smells really good. This is the gingerbread. I think I got this gingerbread from the Flaming Candles. If you guys want something strong like this for your Christmas fragrance, you should look at the Flaming Candles. All right, they are not sponsoring this. I just like to give credit to whom credit is due, right? All right, so that is sealed. I got this sealer from Amazon a long time ago. All right, now I'm going to put this in its packaging. You guys can see this design in this packaging. You can see the Christmas tree, kind of a wreath that is in there. All right, it's my stapler. And there you have it. Has the name there, my logo there, the design, and the car freshener right there. Okay, that's one. The important thing to note when you're making car freshener is this: if you can get a quality cardstock, right? You know, thick quality cardstock like a 3M, okay? And you can get a very good process of adding fragrance oil to them, you are you're good to go. Okay, you're good to go because the fragrance, is the key player to this. Because without the fragrance oil, this is just a cardstock. This is just paper. Your fragrance and the process at which you add your fragrance, makes it a car air freshener. Without those, they are just cardstocks. All right. Well, for me, I do not want any company to fragrance my car air freshener because I've gotten samples from them, and to me, I don't know about others. To me, they smell like chemicals. Okay, and I don't like that. Okay, I don't want people to have my car air freshener in their car and they are having headaches. I don't want that. Okay, so that's why I choose to fragrance my own. But somebody else told me they found somebody that would do everything for them with the fragrance and everything. I'm like, okay, good luck. Thank you for letting me know that, but I am not interested in having them do it for me. You would think me doing this for some time, you would think people haven't asked me, hey, do you want us to help you fragrance them? They've asked me so many times, including my manufacturer. We can do it for you, just, let us know what fragrance you want, I will do it. I said, no, thank you. Because if I allow them to do the fragrance for me, then, oh, this smells really good. This mistletoe. Wow. I love this. This is really Christmassy. Anyway, sorry, I deviated. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, if I let people do the fragrance for me, then I will not be that innovative to come up with my process that I have right now. Okay, and how would you know if their process is the best for your business? So that's why I decide to stay with mine. It might take me years to figure out the best way to fragrance my car air fresheners. But hey, so far, I think I was able to get it done. So that's why I'm not really worried about that. Okay, I'm not worried about that. Okay, okay. So let me just keep rocking and rolling here, guys. Look at this. Isn't that nice? Looks really, really good and really professional. Okay, I could say, that this can be a major competitor, right, guys? What do you think? In the marketplace, right there, to be a major competitor with all the big boys out there, right? So when I'm making stuff like this, I'm making sure that I have a bigger picture in mind. I don't go to people that are in my same level. When I mean level, I mean like if you are making car air freshener and I'm making car air freshener, I don't go to you. And I got this when I was making candles a lot. I don't go to you to set my standard because then we are still on the same level, right? What I do, I look up to the big guys who I want to aspire to be or to be more than they are. Okay? So I take inspiration from bigger brands. Like I did with my candles, I took inspiration from, all these big brands, even though they are not related to candles, could be a clothing name brand or a perfume or cologne name brand. I just look at their design, look at their their branding, and want to like I aspire to be, you know, to create something similar because of the inspiration. I'm not copying what they have. I'm just picking inspiration from them. Okay, so if they have a nice quality color, I want to make sure if I'm picking my colors, I'm picking the color that looks quality, meaning that the way it shines in the, like on the box, or the way it looks quality. All right. Or if they are using a certain font, you know, I try to find a font that I can use that is close to that font that I want. And like I'm not copying their font whatsoever. Like all my fonts that I'm using, they are open source fonts, so they are not like fonts that someone has and I went going to copy. No, I don't do that. And I also look at how they display their product. The taglines they use. I always want to look at that. Okay, so that's what I do, and that's why when people see my product, the first thing they say is, "I like your packaging." Like when I took my candles to the store, that was the first thing the woman said. "We're going to buy this because of your because of your packaging." I'm like, "Oh, you haven't seen the product yet." She said, "The packaging itself sold us." That's what she said. Okay, so I was like, okay, so at least that tells me that I was in the right track. And that is the same mindset I'm using on my car air fresheners. As you guys can see, I've grown from using this, right? Not that they are bad, they are still good, but this were my first attempt to looking to creating a brand in car air freshener. Okay, this was my first attempt. All right, but then I kept learning, and the more I learned, the more I improved. And you can see how compact this is compared to this. Okay, this one is wide and this is just slimmer and compact. All right, because I'm looking at the competition and seeing why people are buying them, not just because of their smell, but also because of they've been around for some time and because of the way their product is just seamless. Okay, so I just love it, and now that's what I'm creating, as you guys can see. All right, I still sell these ones on Amazon, like my other 1.5 mm's. Those are the ones I sell on Amazon, but the new ones, the Christmas ones, I also list them on Amazon, but right now these ones seem to be selling more on Amazon, and I'm like, okay, if they like this one, I will keep selling it. Okay, the next one I will be making will be the hazelnuts, roasted hazelnut, right? All right, so that's all the ones I have for this. Are 5. This one is 5. Okay, so the ones I have for the mistletoe. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and continue the rest of them off camera, and I'll come back and I'll let you guys know how everything went. Okay. All right, guys, I'm back. Well, I took a break to eat dinner and to just chill out with the family a little bit. So now I'm back to continue the process of packaging. This will be my last one. So this is the apple cinnamon spice. This is the one in my car right now, and I really love this. Oh man, really love it. So that's how it looks like right now. Okay, and I've done everything else. So this is the last 10. I've done 90 already. So this is the last 10. I'm gonna just go with you guys making this with me. Okay. All right. So there's something I just decided to do with my plastic bags. I haven't done it at all before, but while I was just sitting down here, I thought to myself, how about if I just, use my embosser right here and emboss the plastic, right? And I did it, and I kind of like it. Okay, if you can see, maybe you guys can see it here. Somehow you can see the plastic bag has the ANC candles right there. It's just something I said, let me do. Maybe that might make my product maybe unique also, like my packaging unique. Just doing other stuff. Well, I have it here, why not use it, right? So that's what I did, and I liked it. See, I checked this and I didn't seal it all the way. So that's why it's always good to check before you package them. You don't want to package them and then they are open. Then that means that your fragrance will be dispersing outside because the bag is not closed all the way. Always want to close your bag, okay? All right, so this will be the last one for today, and then starting from next week, because I got to take a break, starting from next week, I will start making the other products for the other store. If you have any question about starting your own car air freshener business, please let me know. If you haven't joined the Facebook group and you are interested in joining, you can hit the link in the description and you will get there. And once I see your notification requesting to join, I will approve you immediately. Okay, over there you can ask your questions, you can reach out to me through DM if you have any further questions, and then we can take it from there. Okay, I know somebody was asking me about my packaging, right? You know, they were asking if they could make packaging just like this, where you have different, let's see, where you have like different packages for, you know, different scents, not like the generic ones that I used to carry, whereby everything is the same, whereby they are all the same, right? So all I have to do is just put stickers of their names, right? So people were asking me, well, someone in particular was asking me that, and I know other people have asked the same question, and maybe you watching right now, you might be asking the same question. How can you get that? So the thing is that the generic ones that you can just make everything the same and just use your stickers to differentiate them, those ones, you know, you can do. But if you want to do something like what I have here, you know, it costs more money for that, okay? It costs more money. If you're doing just the generic one, it comes with the cardstock, comes with a plastic bag, comes with a rope, okay? And that will be that price that you already have, okay? In my price list. But if you want to have, you know, something like this that I have with different I screwed up on this one. Well, look at what I did. Usually I want this right there to be at the back and the rope will be here, but look at what I did. Well, it's not the end of the world, it's okay. And I was so proud of myself that I haven't made that mistake yet, and now I made it. Always one, but it's okay, it's not a big deal whatsoever. Okay, so like I was saying, if you want something like what I have, it costs extra actually. So for me, I make the car air freshener with the manufacturer. So with me, I make the cardstock with the manufacturer, and then if I wanted to do like different packaging, I'll tell them that I don't want them to include the packaging for me, the generic packaging, that I would like to use different design for my packaging. So they bill me separately for that, and you have to use what they call like their minimum MOQs, right? So you have to do that because that's what they will ask you to do. And some of their MOQs have to be, you know, 500 a piece, like a design. But I've already negotiated that with them to drop it down to 200, 250. Okay, and they are able to do that. So the ones I have right now, I think I did 200 per fragrance scent. So they they asked me how many do I want, so I said 14 different types. So they charge based on that. So that's why I have all these different ones with their names or name of the fragrance on them. Okay, that way it's easy for me to, instead of peeling stickers and putting them, that saves me more money actually. For like buying stickers like I did in the previous one. So that's what I'm doing now. If you want to do that, just bear that in mind. Okay. All right. Almost done here. 4 more to go after this. Sometimes it just amazes me how far I've come, from when I started making car air fresheners. I showed you guys before my previous car air fresheners when I started. I look at them now because the when I used to make those, I used to think they were awesome. They were like the best design. They were like the top brand then, I used to be excited about it, which I should be, right? It's my product. But now I look at those car air fresheners and I said to myself, what were you thinking, Chris? You think people will buy this? Actually, people did buy them. People did buy them, but it was something that even right now, if I look at those, I'm like, wow, people probably bought them because of they felt they were sympathetic. They felt probably bad for me, and they were like, oh, let's just support him. He's doing an honest living. Let's just support him. Maybe that's what they did. But now I look at what I have now, and I just marvel, and I just thank God that it's different. It's something that I can really be proud of. Okay, who knows? I might later come back again and say, I can't believe what I used to make in 2023. I can't believe people bought those. Maybe they bought it out of sympathy for me. But right now, looking at this, you will agree with me, right, that these car air fresheners are good, right? They look presentable. They look like something that should belong in a store, right? Well, they belong in a store. I sell them in the stores. But again, you never know. In the next 5 years, I might come up with something, and it might be something that might blow me away, and I will eat my words now, right? So you never know. So don't beat yourself from like when you start small. As long as you don't remain there, okay. As long as you don't remain there, as long as you are moving, I don't care how slow you're moving. As long as you are moving, you are making progress. Okay? It's different when you just, stagnant, and you know that you need to move, but you don't want to move. You just stagnant. Okay? So that's the issue a lot of people are having. They just like, okay, I'm satisfied with the way my product is. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to move like that. And that is not the way you want to approach your business. You want to always have a reason to improve. Okay, like for me, the way I fragrance my cardstocks, moved from dabbing them to painting them, and now from painting them it moved to submerging them. And it's because I was able to do research. I wasn't afraid to try new ways of doing stuff. So that way I was able to be confident that if I submerge this cardstock, it will not be a mess. It will not peel off. It will not have issues whatsoever. So I'm really excited that this actually worked out. Okay. So do not beat yourself up. As long as you're moving, it's fine. Okay. Movement is always good. All right. Okay, so here's the last one. After this, I'm just going to put all of them back in their containers, and tomorrow I will, so I got locked, and tomorrow I will be packaging them, because I don't have to give them this till October. That's what they wanted me to do, the first week of October, which is about what, 5 days from now maybe. So I'm just going to put this in their containers so they can just sit down and cure for another few days. Okay. Right. Once again, if you have any questions, let me know. And here is the last one. Okay. So this is where I'm going to draw the cotton. The next step is just sending it to the customer, and that's it. All right. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and also hit that bell notification so you will be notified every time I put a new video up. All right, guys, don't forget to like this video and share this video to others who might be interested in starting a business like this, or who just want to see how car air fresheners are made, and who want to probably get some of my car air fresheners and try it for themselves. I'll be putting this on my website very soon. Maybe next week I'll be listing this on, and then I will open it up for public for the public to buy. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a good day. If not, I pray that your day turns out to be a better day. And I say to you from me, have a nice day and God bless. Bye bye.